Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. This is Tamika's Den. I'm Tamika. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the den. So, guys, this is Reasonable Doubt, Season 2, Episode 4, Prime Time. Okay, it was Prime Time, and we going down memory lane, back down memory lane with Chanel. Now, which one do y'all believe, y'all? Is it Exhibit A, the one that we got in the beginning, or is Exhibit B, the version that we got at the end? Well, baby, it looked like somebody helped Chanel, and the question is, who the hell helped her? Now, I got 3 people on my list so far: Adrian, the cousin, or the oldest daughter. Which one do y'all think came through and helped Chanel, and she's protecting them? Now, I'm leaning more towards the oldest daughter and the cousin because I feel like there would be more reason for her to do protection there than it would be for Adrian. I think Adrian is just trying to help her, and I think him and JT was just out here scamming and scheming, okay, scheming and scratching and surviving, and they overplayed their damn hands, and we didn't know JT was going to be up out of here. Now we over here, okay, Adrian done went away to Jamaica and came back, clear his mind, and now they about to take your daggone mind, baby. They about to whip you with that freaking hammer if you don't give me my money. Okay, we got to get on that. Now, in the midst of us getting this daggone reporter, okay, Corey, you overplayed your damn hand too, honey, because you thought you had it all under control. But of course, this reporter gonna try to get the most out of the story that she could, and she gonna come in with some other things that we ain't expecting. Now, while she asking, okay, Chanel, to go back down memory lane and let us know what made you love JT in the first place, or did you even ever love him, girl? Or was you always just in it for the money and trying to get what you could get up out of him? You know, so we gonna get some flashbacks to find out what we did throughout these years, and when was the first time that he ever got physical with you. Okay, cool. We also found out that Adrian was already having an affair, baby, like 3 months prior to him going out. So this ain't something that just, recently started or started after he was gone. Now, baby, in the midst of the investigations, a reporter girl say what I think she said, honey, because apparently we thought that JT got somebody pregnant, and we like that, he paid them off. And Jax come on home, and she talking to Lewis, and she's over here telling him about it, baby. Lewis and me said, that's your baby. He said, yes, Tamika, it is. Okay, I think it is. I think it is. I think it is. And apparently she didn't get rid of it. It's still there. I said, Lewis, you really was out here sleeping with no protection, honey. You ain't care about diseases. You ain't care about nothing. We knew something was going to come between you and Jax. We knew it couldn't stay perfect. We was rooting for you, okay? I was rooting for you. We was all rooting for you because he's a good man. He's a good man, Savannah. But damn, Lewis, you jacked the hell up on that one, buddy. And I want to know how the hell all of this is going to freaking play out. And reporter girl, of course, gets mad with Corey and tells him, you trash. I don't want to see you no more. Okay, lose my damn number. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. But baby, I want to know what the hell is going on. Reasonable Doubt really is doing the damn thing, y'all. But let's go ahead and get into this episode. Break it on down. Take it from the top. You know how we do. So like I said, y'all, this opening scene, I was like, bitch, what? Because it made it seem like she ran up on him and just straight bam, 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 bam. That blood was splashing every which way but damn Sunday. I was like, damn, Chanel, okay? Like, girl, like I said, I'm not crying no damn tears for JT. He was trash, point blank, period. But if you did come up behind him like that and just bash him like that out of nowhere, and he wasn't the one that laid any type of hands on you first, then yeah, girl, you definitely would be out of pocket. She over here waking up, like this is a damn nightmare or whatever in her cell. Now Corey comes up with this game plan. He has this meeting where the first thing he's saying is we need to get, the perception of her within the community, okay, the people, to be different, because right now it's not looking good. And of course, when Jax is having this meeting, well, not meeting, but she's reviewing before she goes into the meeting with them, the tape of Chanel, you could see that she is clearly second guessing some things and knows that there's more to the story that Chanel is not saying. She keeps rewinding the tape back, and Daniel comes in like, you'll figure it out, you Jax, you always figure it out, right? And he gives her the update on Adrian and the fact that he just got back from Jamaica. So of course we like, well, follow him, see what he been up to and what that leads you to. So then you gonna go do what he do. Now We go into the meeting, and at first Jax is against this interview, but he talks her into it, and then he's like, okay, cool, glad I got you on board. Now you go talk to Chanel. And when she talks to Chanel, she tells her how much this is still having an effect on her. She still has nightmares as well, and she's like, girl, I don't think I could have went through, what you went through or whatever, right? I'm still having all type of damn different panic attacks and all of that, right? And honestly, this case is triggering Jax and got her more damn stressed out than Chanel. Chanel actually looks cool as a damn cucumber. I'm like, Jax, I still feel like you made the right decision initially when you did not go on this case. You coming back to this case to me is just such a big freaking mistake. But okay, girl, we know you ain't gonna change your mind. You here. So she's telling her how, she think this is going to be good for her. So she agrees to it. Jax had pulled out some wigs for her to put on, and she was like, no, girl, I don't want to go back to that. So now we go in the past, honey, 2007. We see where they first met. We see he was doing a photo shoot. She was Miss Boss Lady. She was in charge of everything. She really wasn't paying him no mind when her friend was all, oh, he's this and he's that and he's the other. She was like, girl, if you say so, football plays is not really my thing. And so he came over and, of course, inviting her to a game and, let me take you out. Let me show you this. Let me show you that. Oh, Miss Boss Lady, I see, I ain't used to getting shot down like that. And she like, how many women does that work on? And he was basically like, I'm not going to say that because I feel like either way, no matter what answer is going to be thrown back on me, ain't going to work in my benefit type of thing. So fast forward, they done stayed up all night talking. Everything seemed great. And, he breathing life into her. He's saying all the right things at this time, what they call it, love bombing. Okay. And she's basically, saying that she appreciate him and she never felt this way. And he was like, oh, you always, so like, into yourself and high self-esteem and all that. And she's like, actually, no, back in the days when I was younger, I was a chubby kid and I used to get teased. I knew that was going to come back to damn haunt her. That was going to be one of the things that he would end up throwing at her later. And he did. But Jax is telling her basically the same thing. Like, you have to tell them and show them what was that good side and what made you fall in love in the first place. We all kind of know and have heard about the abusive part. Now, over here at the house, when Jax gets back and she's talking to Lewis, of course, he had an interesting conversation with their son where his son is telling him he's into theater, and he was caught off guard with that. He like, wait a minute, since when the hell you want to do Hamilton and wear tights? Like, what about basketball, right? That was the first thing that came to him. Typical of the fathers, I would say, not all, but a lot. And Jax was like, come on, ain't like that ninja was making, the NBA or nothing anyway. Like, let's not lie or kid ourselves. And she basically was saying like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that either. But, she had to go ahead and get up out of there. So we got to continue this conversation later. Now, Adrian coming over here, and we over here with the manager like, oh, how was your trip? Did you clear your head? That was supposed to be the purpose. Now we should be able to move forward. And basically, I want my money. We find out for sure that this is who the 30 million was supposed to be for. Adrian whole thing is we need to kind of wait. We got to let things cool down a bit. We might have to let this trial go forward before I could touch anything. We don't want to have no eyes on us. And he was like, the child, the way that smile left, okay, the smile and the offering of the drink went away so damn fast, and one of his little goons came up behind Adrian and he pulled out that hammer and he was like, oh no, you gonna give me my money today. You misunderstanding this with me being a nice damn person, okay? I ain't, because you all caught up on damn Chanel and put, kitty cat, and I ain't got one of those, but what I do have is this hammer, and I'll take your ass out if you don't bring me my damn money. So he like, well, I can't get you all of it, but I could get you some of it. And of course, Daniel sees them coming out the house, gets pictures, and calls up Jax and gives her the 411 on what he's seeing so far. And when he follows him, Adrian actually had went and transferred 10 for right now, right? And he was able to get the receipt for that out of the guy, but she was there just waiting and lurking like, leave it in the garbage can, leave it in the garbage can. Now, we arguing back and forth with this reporter because, of course, she must have had one line of questions that she thought she was going to be doing. And when we get here, we like, nah, you ain't going to be doing these. You going to follow this guideline. And we already knew she wasn't going to follow that guideline to the T because she's a damn reporter. So we everybody sitting here and is like, oh, this was y'all on the front of the magazine and y'all life seemed this way and that way, and he donated to this and that, and helped all these different people, so why should people believe he's such a monster? And she was like, everybody got a dark side, everybody got secrets. She basically was like, look at the whole thing with freaking Bill Cosby. Nobody sees everything all the time. And we go to 2010 where he basically was trying to get her to move with him, right? And she kept saying, no, I got all my own business, my own, my family, my friends. I can't just pick up and come to where you are, right? And it's almost like he was like, damn, it's not working. She ain't falling for it. Okay, well, you leave me no choice. I guess I gotta do this. And all of a sudden he pulled the ring out and he proposed to her because he knew that she was going to say yes to that. Whereas she wasn't willing just to pick up and go there as his, girlfriend. Like, I have my own life too. So I thought that was very interesting. And then we have somebody come up and whisper something in the reporter ear, but we don't see her actually acknowledge it quick. So I knew she had something in that back pocket that she was going to save for later. She like, oh, okay, thank you. We proceed from there, and she want to know when was the first time that it was a physical abuse. So apparently the first time, mind you, this is 10 years, because they met 2007. The proposal was 2010. We get to 2017 and it's his retirement party, and she's cleaning up and she's basically like, yo, help me. And he's like, no, I worked and I bought this house and you can't play ball like I did. And I'm like, what the hell does that have to do with cleaning? And she's like, well, I'll take care of the kids, and I'm shopping and cleaning and doing all this stuff. I dropped your daughter by your mama house earlier. Like, you ain't doing that either, and it ain't like you got to get up tomorrow and do anything. Child, why she said that? Because he flipped the hell out, right? And he was talking to her all kind of nasty, and she was basically like, what I told you about talking to me like that. Then she asked him who's texting him, and he get up and show her this chick that's sending him pictures of her damn titties. And it's like, Lord, this dude is freaking disrespectful as hell, right? And he grabbed her by her arm and throw her into the damn wall. And he over here talking about how she had gained weight since the baby. And, oh, yeah, you said you was fat back in the day. So it's like all this hitting below the belt, being very damn disrespectful, not giving a damn. When he threw her into the wall, you could see she was like so shocked that it had went to that level. And, of course, he ended up even waking up the baby, and the baby is crying in the background. Now, their son actually gets suspended from school. He talking about that he beat up a damn bully, and Lewis is just pretty much like, you did the right thing, but don't ever do that again. And when your mama come home, she might have some stuff to say about this, and you gonna have to, deal with her or whatever, but go clean your room in the meantime. And I'm like, Lewis, okay, that's all we gonna say, all right. Now, at the prison, Jax gets more upset than Chanel did that the 911 call is brought up. Corey telling her leave it, but she gets clearly upset, has a whole damn panic attack while they take Chanel back to the, cell, and they asking her, do she still want to continue with the interview or not? It's up to her, have to be her decision. If she wants to do it, it's fine. If she don't, it's fine as well. And the reporter is telling Corey, like, well, whether she continues or not, I'm still going to go ahead and run with my story. And he like, oh, yeah, no, you're not. Either you going to do it the right way or you ain't going to do it at all. Then we get another flashback where Adrian is like saying what a great guy, JT is, and how he's donated to these organizations and helped, and he wouldn't be nowhere without him. Next thing you know, we seeing her and Adrian getting it in. Mind you, this is 3 months before the taking out. Then we get her and JT in the damn bed where he done socked her in the freaking eye again, and her face all damn bruised, and he apologizing for that. And he's saying how much he need her there, right? And how he can't take the pain, and he over here sweating and stuff. So I'm wondering, okay, this is what we said when we was on the live last night. If JT didn't have some type of illness, and this is part of the reason why he had to stop playing ball in the first place, and somewhere down the line we gonna find out that he was already damn dying or something was wrong with him in some kind of way, right? But nonetheless, put a pin in that. So as they continue, she talks about dealing with the abuse with him and all of that. And every time he turned around, this reporter was being freaking nasty and saying funny things. So she come out her face, the reporter, okay, and say, well, maybe because you found out about this. And the look on Chanel's face, okay, was one like, she didn't know anything about this pregnancy, because she was trying to insinuate that, a woman finding out that her man cheated and that he was about to have another baby definitely could be something that could send her over the edge. But two, like, she knows maybe JT can't have no more kids, and for some way, whether it be because of the illness or because he had something taken care of, so it would no way that it would be his baby. I don't know. It was just a funny look she gave when it came to that, right? And then she was like, girl, like, first of all, when I think back on it, first I thought he charmed me in the beginning, but now I feel like it could have probably been a setup from the beginning. He was just love bombing me, telling me what he thought I wanted to hear. It was a scam from the beginning. He caught me up into everything or whatever, right? But when it was all said and down, he was a monster and tearing me down, whoopty whoopty whoop. And I basically did what I had to do. I defended myself, right? That's how she ended out the interview. And she said what she said. So, Lewis actually catches his son in the middle of a conversation and finds out it was never about the boy in school. It was actually about him and what he said to him, right? Even though the boy did say something, it kind of made him feel bad and hurt worse at what his father said. And then Lewis struggles with the fact that he never wanted to make his son feel a certain way. He actually had his dad be a certain way with his brother, and that's the last thing that he would want to be. And so when Jax gets home, he's been into her about this, and she's like, no, you're a good man, you're nothing like your father at all, and the fact that you even feel bad about it shows that, and don't worry about it. But she puts him on to what she learned today when she was, of course, at this primetime interview, and the fact that, JT was out here and apparently got somebody pregnant, and they thought they was paying her off and she got rid of the baby, but no, the baby is very much there. They said that stomach is growing and she's still pregnant. Baby, the look on Lewis' face, he sat all the way up and he needed another sip of that damn drink. And I said, Lewis, you knew this chick was a pass around. You knew she was messing with all of the damn friends and everybody and their mother all around damn town. And you really went and slept with this woman without no damn protection. Not only could you have possibly got her pregnant, because that was always a chance, but also y'all don't think about diseases or nothing. Like nothing. And Jax over here laughing like, oh yeah, no, she's still very much pregnant. I said, Jax, you ain't gonna be laughing for long, honey. Now, we also had Daniel come back and give her another update in reference to the fact that, he paid this money. And at first she like, well, that's not so strange. They do that all the time, with managers, and they have different shell companies and all of that kind of stuff going on, right? But then it also starts to make her think the bigger picture, right? And as she's thinking of this, honey, the conclusions, because we see another version of Miss Chanel and JT, right? In this version, he is basically like, girl, you ain't going nowhere, you ain't leaving or whatever. And he jumps on her and he was literally about to take her the hell out of here. Had somebody not came and beat him in the damn back of his head, she was a goner, because he was choking the damn life out of her, right? And Jax basically says, who is Chanel covering for? And bitch, we all want to know that answer, okay? Inquiring minds want to know. So yeah, y'all, I can't wait for the next episode. I love this daggone show. I love how they keep us on a roller coaster with twists and turns. We don't know which way it's going to go. We don't know who it's going to be, but we know we're going to be here every week, so we find out, right? So anyway, y'all, tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, all that good stuff. Give me a wave. Let me know you came by. Put some flames up in the sky. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you were so inclined. Till next time, y'all. Tune in.